So you got this great article from me.
Yeah.
And
With a video.
With a video, and it was transcribed pretty much.
Yeah, because the guy in the video, I think he's Eastern European. So.
The accent was a little rough to decipher.
It was a little. Well, they had captions, so
they did have captions,
which is nice.
So that was pretty nice. And concept is happiness. Not as good as interesting.
Yeah, it was. Why is interesting better than being happy? Why is being interesting better than being happy?
Being interesting.
Being interesting.
So, I didn't really get his arguments for being interesting. I got more of being in an interesting situation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like. Like, he kind of, it was a little hard to determine what exactly he was talking about. I mean, the way that I understood it was, what you're doing, like, there's always going to be something that's better, that you'll be happier doing. It might not be, the best thing for you, like, kind of a grass is greener on the other side situation, like, people will choose to be in a situation because they have a goal in mind, and it might not mean happiness now, but it could mean, like, the goal could be to be happy then, to achieve this thing that they're doing. Or you could do something that'll give you, like, immediate happiness. So it's either, like, prolonged or immediate is the way I understood it. So you could do something, like, that's going to be tough, but will be interesting.
Where you suffer.
We suffer
now.
And you might not even get to your goal. Or you can do something, like, right now that's just kind of basic. And just be happy.
One of the examples he gave was the married with a mistress situation, where you're like, oh, if my wife were to die, it would be nice, but the mistress is nice. But if, like he was saying, psychoanalysts say, if you were to actually get that, the mistress would disappear. Like, it wouldn't really work out the way you wanted to.
Yeah, like, you wouldn't be happy with just the mistress. You kind of like the complexity of the situation, of having both things.
In a weird way. Well, that's the thing. What I got from it was that suffering is more pleasurable than being happy. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, oh man, like, in that scenario, gotta put up with my wife. Oh, the worst. And he could leave and be with a mistress, but it doesn't happen. And it's a situation you might see in your life, whatever. I guess that's why I gravitated towards it. It's like common. The most common human thing ever.
I feel like, though, that it was literally, like, less about suffering and more about the experience and all of the things that you go through while you're on the journey to get where you want to be. And his argument also was, you might not want what you desire most.
You usually don't. You don't want what you don't really want what you think you want.
Yeah. So it's more about the journey.
Reminds me of that show Fantasy Island, where I was telling you about it the other day, where you'd come to Ireland and then your wish would come true, but it'd be, like, really weird and convoluted. So I remember one episode where this rich guy wanted to marry this chick, but he didn't know if she really loved him for him or if she wanted his money. So he was like, all right, I want to know what she's thinking, right? So as the show goes on, he's like, so you come to Ireland, the guy's like, oh, you want to know what she's thinking? All right, cool. And he gives them the wish. So get on the island, they start, like, having a vacation type of thing, and he starts getting, like, smidgets of what she's thinking at weird times. He's like, oh, what she's thinking now? He goes in, like, she looks, like, lost in thought. He's like, I wonder what she's thinking now. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to kill him like this, and then...
Yeah, that's darker than I thought.
Yeah.
Shit.
And it went a couple times, and he's like, oh my god, she just wants my money, she wants to kill me. And then at the end it's like, yeah, she's like, I'm writing a book. You thought I wanted to kill you? Oh my god. He's like, oh my god, you really love me for
Writing
me.
a book.
She was, come on. Come on. You didn't even hear the series.
Writing a book.
I'm not doing it justice, obviously, but it was like, it reminded me of that scenario.
And I'll say that people are more interesting when they're not, like, happy all the time. Because they've got...
Like comedians.
Yeah, they've gone through things, and they have things to say, so...
Yeah.
You know, you can be happy, but don't be too happy.
I mean, don't be too happy. What are you even saying right now? I don't get it.
Don't be too happy.
Don't be too happy. Is that your takeaway for real? Don't be too happy?
No.
What's your takeaway, Cream? Or do we have... We don't... Maybe it doesn't need one.
Doesn't need a takeaway,
Doesn't
but
need a takeaway.
I will say...
Don't be too happy.
Don't be too happy.
Jerk.